ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नो दिभिः सीदसादनं महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोति शुभसन्ततिं स्मृतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्मतन्मङ्गलं परम्। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। यत्तदद्रेश्यम् अग्राह्यम् अगोत्रम् अवर्णम् अचक्षुश्रोत्रं तदपाणिपादं नित्यं विभुं सर्वगतं सुसूक्ष्मं तदव्ययं यद्भूतयोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीरा। यथोर्णनाभिः सृजते गृह्णते च यथा पृथिव्याम् ओषधयः सम्भवन्ति यथा सतः पुरुषात् केशलोमानि तथाक्षरात् सम्भवति इह विश्वम्। Upanishad Shastram reveals Ishvara as Jagat Karana Vastu. All the karakas which are necessary for an action are none other than Ishvara himself. There are 6 karakas. Karakas means which are necessary for any action. There are 6 karakas. In Sanskrit language, we have Sapta Vibhaktayaha, 7 derivations of a particular word. In that 7 derivations, 6 derivations are necessary karakas for any action. Except 6th one, Shashti Vibhakti, all other Vibhaktis are required. You take for example, Ramaha idam srishtihi kritavan. What is this srishti? Ramam, second vibhakti. This srishti is nothing but Ramaha. By which this srishti is created? What are the instrumental cause? Ramene. For whose sake this srishti has come? Ramaya. From where these basic materials have been procured? Rama, Panchami Vibhakti. In which location this Srishti happened? Rame. Whether this Srishti belonged to whom? Ramatya. Ramaha, Ramam, Ramena, Ramaya, Ramat, Rame, Idam Srishti Kritavan. Idam Srishtihi Ramatya eva. It belongs to Ramaha only. Therefore, He Rama. What a wonderful language structure you see. Very Shabdam brings out the Tattvam called Tattvamasi. So therefore, in the vision of the Vedanta Shastram, Idagam Sarvam Ishvaraha. All that is here is none other than the Ishvara himself. Known, unknown, knowable in future, all that is here is Ishvara only. When Shastra reveals Ishvara in this way, everybody wonders and nobody is able to accept that. Shastram says there is no other way for you. There is no other way than understanding this. You need not accept it. Bhagavan is not the subject matter of acceptance. Ishvaraha is the subject matter of understanding. Ishvara is not a subject matter of belief or acceptance. Ishvara is the subject matter of understanding. There is no other way of describing Ishvara. You cannot separate the maker of the product from the material of the product. You cannot separate Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. Why? You don't have answer for all these questions. When you separate the Ishvara as Nimitta Karanam only. If he is Nimitta Karanam only, then where from this material cause brought? Where was this material cause kept? Who has created this material cause? What is this material cause? Why he has converted this material cause as Srishti, Jagat? You don't have answer. All the Semitic religion prescribe Ishvara as only Nimitta Karanam. What is Upadana Karanam? It doesn't have any answer for that. And it doesn't have any answer why this Srishti has come. Why should we worship creator of such a troublesome Srishti? So therefore, there is no question of believing the Vedanta Shastram. There is a necessity of understanding this Vedanta Shastra. So, Ishvara is Nimitta Upadana Sarva Karanam. You cannot bring second entity as the cause of this creation. Once you bring second entity, then the question will come about the second entity, about the purpose, about the relationship between the first creator and the second entity. So therefore, Shastra asks us to understand. Whether you can understand or not, you cannot falsify this revelation. If the Semitic religion says, Ishvara is Nimitta Karanam only, God in heaven created the Srishti. Then the question is what? Where is heaven? Where was he before creating Srishti? And who has created this heaven? So many problems are there. So we can falsify their revelation. They also call it revelation. But we can falsify through logic and through Anubhava Pramanam, we can falsify. But the revelation of Vedanta Shastram cannot be falsified. What it says, Ishvara happened to be the maker and the material. For Ishvara's purpose alone, this Srishti has come. The questioner is not different from the Ishvara, Ishvara being the Antaryami. So there is no existence of questioner at all. Understood? There is no separation of Srishti and the Srishtikarta. How is it possible for an inert material to come out of Chetana Vastu? So, Ishvara is Chetana Vastu, Jagat is Acetanam, material, inert material. So, how it is possible? If you ask, we have our own example in the form of our own dream. The dreamer is Chetana Vastu. What comes from him? Both Chetanam and Achetanam come. Dream world, dream road, dream time, dream materials, and dream experiencer. The experiencer inside the dream, one who runs to escape from the tiger chasing, is a Chetana Vastu. The tiger also is a Chetana Vastu, but road is not Chetana. Road is inert. So, from a Chetana Vastu, both the Salakshana Srishtihi, Vilakshana Srishtihi happen. Salakshana Srishti means Salakshana Srishti. From Chetana Vastu, another Chetana Vastu can come. From Chetana Vastu, Achetana Vastu also can come. In this mantra, Upanishad gives 3 examples. Yatha urnanabhihi srijate grinnate cha. From Chetanam to Achetana Srishti is mentioned. Like a spider, which happened to be Chetanam, a living entity, a self-conscious entity, brings out spider web, which happened to be inert one. Not only it is the source of this spider web, it is the resolution point of spider web. Grinnatecha, it brings out and resolves. It brings out the web and resolves the web. This is one example. Another example is, Yatha Prithiviyam Oshadayaha Sambhavanti. Praliyanti we have to add. From the air, Oshadayaha Sambhavanti. All the living plants are coming out. From air, which is the place wherein anything you put, it will get rotten. But you put a seed, it comes out. What a wonderful Srishti. You put iron, it swallows. But you put a peanut seed, it brings out. So, Yatha Prithiviyam Oshadayaha Sambhavanti. All the plant kingdoms comes from the earth only. Here also Vilakshanam is there. Here the source happened to be the inner, the product happened to be the Chetana Oshadayaha. All right, where this Oshadayaha goes back? Again to the same earth. Again to this same earth. So, Yatha Prithiviyam Oshadayaha Sambhavanti Praliyanti cha. Second example. Third example, Satah Purushat Keshalomani Sambhavanti. From a living being, Keshalomani comes out. This Keshalomani means hair. The hair on the head is called Kesham. Hair on the other parts of the body is called Lomani. Both means hair only. So, Kesham is equal to the hair which is on the head. Lomani means the hair which is on the other part of the body. Satah Purusha, it should be a live body, not from dead body. What comes out? Inert material called hair comes out. How can you say hair is inner? That's why everybody goes to beauty parlor. So, Tatha Purushat Keshalomani Sambhavanti Tatha Aksharat Vishwam Sambhavati. In that manner, Aksharat from Aksharam Vishwam Sambhavati. So, three examples are given to derive three ideas. First idea is what? The Aksharam is both Nimittam and Upadana Karanam. That is the idea. What is the example? Spider. Then second idea is what? Aksharam is Ekam Advitiyam. From that Advitiyam Ekam Vastu, Anekam Srishtihi has come. Srishtihi is Anekam. For that, earth is given as an example. And there is no particular rule that from Chetanam, another Chetanam alone can come. There is no particular rule. There is a possibility of Salakshana Srishtihi, Vilakshana Srishtihi. Then only you can account for protection of Jada Vastu by the Chetana Vastu Aksharam. Like spider creates Achetanam web, Jadam. Similarly, Aksharat, Chetanam plus Achetanam comes out. Then, third example is, live body creates Jadam hair. What is the message given by this example? Chetana Vastu can give Jada product also. In short, Aksharam is the cause. Srishti is the product. Aksharam is Chetanam. Srishti is Jadam. Aksharam Nityam. Srishti Anityam. Aksharam Avyayam. Immutable, indestructible. Jadam Vyayam. Destructible. Aksharam to Sukshmam, therefore Aprameyam, not available for sensory perceptions and mind. But Srishti is Thulam, therefore Prameyam, object of our perception. Then Aksharam is Satyam. Srishti is Mithya. What is the meaning of Mithya? Srishti is available for all perception and transaction, but you cannot give existence to that available Srishti. Existence belongs to Aksharam. Nama Rupam belong to Srishti. The part, form and name are called Mithya. Vacharambanam Vikaro Namadeyam Mritika Ityeva Satyam. Chandogya Upanishad describes the same idea in another manner. Vacharambaha. Idam Srishti is nothing but Vacha Arambaha. It doesn't exist at all, but you can transact and you can perceive it. Like a dreamer world doesn't exist. How can you say it doesn't exist? Because when you got out, you don't have two worlds. So it doesn't exist, but it appeared as though existing. Whatever you perceive is nothing but Namam and Rupam. Form and a name given to that particular form. That is why name and form doesn't have any weight, any substance. Part name and part form you remove. There is no loss of weight of the clay. So Srishti is there or not, Srishti is available in manifested condition or unmanifest condition. Nothing happens to the Aksharam, the Brahman. So this is the message. This message has to be understood stage by stage. You cannot falsify this message. You cannot falsify this revelation. And it is very important for you to understand in order to gain freedom from this Srishti. Very, very important. It is not the subject matter of some sannyasis or cavewalas or dadiwalas It is a matter, subject matter of every individual who wants to get freedom from this srishti while transacting with this srishti. Like a dreamer should understand that dream is appearance only, not reality. Like a person who views movie should have this conviction that whatever is shown to me is nothing but shadow. Without this knowledge, if he sits for perceiving that cinema or movie, then he will be subjected to varieties of negative emotion. So therefore, understanding this revelation is very important for every human being, and you have to understand in such a way that I don't have any separate existence from this aksharam. Advaitataya idam jnatavyaha. I cannot stand as a questioner separate from the aksharam. Understood? So if I stand as a questioner separate from the aksharam, then only there is a question, possible question, why aksharam has created this jagat? Who is asking? Aksharam cannot ask. You don't have existence separate from the aksharam to ask this question. So the why question is answered in this vision only. You cannot say, why should I worship that aksharam, Bhagavan, who has created this troublesome srishti? Who will answer? You don't have the locus standi to ask this question, because you don't exist away from the aksharam. How can you say, Swami, I don't exist? Yes, in whatever standpoint you define yourself, I will prove that you don't exist at all. From physical standpoint, you don't exist at all, because you are the assemblage of 37 trillion cells. What an assemblage it is! 37 trillion cells are assembled and brought out as a baby, human baby. And that baby is asking childish question without having the knowledge that I am not different from the Srishtikarta. So you cannot deny the Advaita Tattvam revealed in this context. So neither you can deny the presence of intelligence in this Srishti, nor you can deny the presence of yourself included in this Srishti. You are included in this Srishti. You define yourself as a Chetana Vastu, you cannot be away from the Akhanda Chetanam. If you define yourself as Jada Vastu, as inert body and mind, then also you cannot be away from Chetanam. Because you cannot prove yourself if you are Jadam. Your existence cannot be proved if you are Jadam. The table cannot prove that it exists. To know the existence of the table, there must be one thing called Chetanam, a self-conscious entity. That self-conscious entity will be self-conscious about its existence and will be conscious about the existence of inner. If you define yourself as Chetana Vastu, you are self-conscious entity. So one with the Aksharam. If you define yourself as inert body-mind complex, then also you cannot prove your existence, because inert cannot prove its existence. So therefore you don't have any choice than joining the self-conscious entity. Do you exist? Somebody asks. What will tell? No, Swami, the kelvi. What question it is? I exist. How you know? I know. Even in darkness, I know. In pitch darkness, suddenly electricity goes away. There is a pitch darkness in the house, so you don't know where it is what. So you stumble upon, but you know you exist. Where you exist, you know. If somebody, family member asks, எங்க இருக்கீங்க? Where you are? I am inside the so and so room. So Shastra says there is no possibility other than understanding this revelation for you, and there is no possibility of giving any other type of explanation. Whether it is explanation given by atheist people like scientists and others, or whether it is given by theistic people, the astikas, the believers of Semitic religion or any other religion. So, we cannot accept the Srishti has come out of nothing, nor we can accept the Srishti has come out of inert matter only, nor we can accept the Srishti is an accidental product, because every product is nothing but an assemblage intelligently put together, useful, available for our transaction based on certain laws, rules and regulations. So therefore, we cannot accept other type of explanation because they are illogical. Now we can say there is no need for Chetana Vastu, Aksharam or God. Now you can say, I don't believe him. Why? You need not believe. I never asked you to believe. I ask you to understand. What to understand? Ishvara is all. Ishvara happened to be Nimitta Karanam. First is what? What is the definition of Ishvara? Nimitta Karanam. Chaitanya Swarupatvad, Sarvajñatvad. In various Upanishads, these ideas are repeated so many times. So kamayat bahusyam praja yeti tatapo tapyate tatapas tapsva idagam sarvam asrujate saha akamayat. Then Ishvara is Jagataha Upadana Karana. Upadana Karana means what? You cannot differentiate the product from the cause. So Idam Vishwam is equal to Vishnu. You can separate the Nimitta Karanam, the maker, from the product. The jeweler can be separated from the jewel. The goldsmith can be separated from the jewel, but not the gold. So, Upadana Karana, material cause for this Srishti is Ishvaraha. Eto va imani bhutani jayante. In Taittiriya Upanishad. Tasmad etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu vayor agnihi agnerāpaha. Like that in so many places. Jagataha upadana karanatvam is explained, is revealed. Then who is the bhokta? Who is the bhokta? For whose purpose this Srishti is produced? Ishvara is the bhokta. Tat srishtva tadevanupravishate. Who is the bhokta of the spider web? For whose utility it is? Bhokta means it is used for someone, na? For whose sake it is created? Spider has created for its own utility. And they say, scientists are trying to find out the basic material by which the spider web is created. So far it is not found, it seems. They are trying like anything. Because it is the most complicated product in the creation, it seems. So they are trying to produce that light material so that it can be used for lightweight, bulletproof, if they can produce this spider web. See, we find it is a nuisance in our home. But scientists say it is very important product. We are trying to get it. So far they have not succeeded in that attempt. So spider web material. For whose sake? For its own sake. So Bhokta also happened to be the Ishvara alone. So if Bhokta is Ishvara, the Bhokta cannot ask, why this creation? Are you only created. The spider cannot ask, why I have created spider web. Imagine a spider has created beautiful web. So no insect is falling. Then spider is very unhappy and depressed. With so much of technology and so much of intelligence, I have made this web in order to catch some insect and eat. But nothing is falling. Why I created this useless web? Can spider say, no? It knows. And it will create this web only where there is a lot of brightness. So, Jagataha Bhokta. Then, fourth aspect of Srishtikarta is Jagataha Sarvatma. Sarvatma means what? There is no second entity other than this. Otaf Protaha, transcendental and immanent. Like sweetness is the Sarvatma of Laddu. You transact with Laddu and try to separate sweetness. So it is called Sarvatma, Jagataha Sarvatma. Murta Amurta Rupani Api Ishvaraha. Then fifth aspect is who maintains this Jagat? Jagataha Anushasana Karta Api Ishvaraha. Who maintains this Jagat? Ishvara alone maintains this Jagat. You create a product and you can hand over to another person. You need not maintain it. But here, Bhagavan cannot hand over the Srishti to another person because there is no another person to handle. So, this answers the question, for whose utility? It is for my utility. Who will handle that product if there is a problem? I will handle. So, Jagataha Anushasana Karta, Dharma Adhyakshaha, Karma Phala Dhata. So, nobody can squeeze their mustache. Living in the Srishti, the part of Srishti cannot be the threat to the Ishvara. The product cannot be the threat to the Ishvara. A goldsmith creates a jewel. The jewel, which happen to be the product, can be a threat to the goldsmith. A scientist creates one particular virus or bacteria. The product called virus or bacteria can be a threat to the scientist. Corona, created from China. It was a threat to the very creator. That fellow was shot down because he was about to reveal the fact. As per the government instruction, we have created the so and so corona, therefore the world economy will fall down. Like that, he was about to reveal the fact, so he was finished up. From Wuhan lab, it has been created, and the person scientist who has created that finished up. Srishti cannot be threat to Ishvara here. So, Anushasana Karta. If you understand this fact, the same Srishti is happened to be Ananda Hetu. It is a ground for your play. If you don't understand this fact, the Srishti happened to be Bhaya Hetu. Bhishat Madvatah Pavate Vishodheti Sudhyaha Bhaya Hetu. If you understand the swimming, if you understand how to handle the waters, the swimming pool happen to be playground. If you don't understand how to handle the waters, the same swimming pool happen to be burial ground. So therefore, very, very important to know this. Because unless it is connected with the knower, whatever happens with this Srishti or Srishtikarta, who bothered? Let him be Nimitta Karanam, let him be Upadana Karanam, let him be Jagataha Atma, let him be Anushasana Karta. For me, what? No. If you don't know, you will have trouble. Acha. Oh, that is why the Srishti has come with a question, Kasmin Bhagavo Vijnate Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati. I want to understand Sarvam. I want to understand Sarvam. Sarvam is equal to Idam Jagate. I want to understand Idam Jagate. Hey, what question it is? You cannot deny that question. If you ask why you want to understand, the Srishti will tell what? Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnanam Bhavati, Sarva Vijnanena Mokshaha Bhavati. Understood? So, it is very important. And who will teach you? Jagat Guru. Same Aksharam only. Engim Pohade, Yaritim Pohade. You don't go anywhere to ask this question because nobody is there. Many are available for perception. Nobody is there. That is why every Guru says, I am not Guru. Nangalla veru shadow. We are all shadows. Pada Dhuli. We are the dust of the holy feet of our Gurudev. You go and ask that Gurudev. He also will tell, I am the dust of the holy feet of my Gurudev. Then finally it will reach to Dakshinamurti Gurudev, or Hayagriva Gurudev, or Divine Mother Saraswati. So who is Jagat Guru for this knowledge? Aksharam only. Will he teach me? Sarva Dayalu. Sarva Dayal. The difference you feel, he doesn't feel. The difference between the Aksharam and yourself is your notion. Therefore, as a Guru, when he manifests, he is Sarva Dayalu. It is like a young man comes and asks the Raja, can you tell who am I? Can you tell who am I? The Raja happened to be father of this boy. What a compassionate mind the father will enjoy at that time. Ayaya. If this fellow would have lived with me from childhood, I would have taught him. Somehow I missed him. So he lived in the forest. Now he is coming and asking, who is my father? How can I be the prince? Come, I will teach you with all compassion, love, not with stick. Because it is a question about the origin. The origin cannot negate the questioner, the product. So anybody can approach. 1,000 times you can ask same question. You can ask this question 1,000 times. So one revelation brings out so many aspects of the Srishti, so many manifestations of the Ishvaraha. Murta Amurta Prapanchaha Ishvaraha. Bhoktru Bhogya Prapanchaha Ishvaraha. Nimitta Upadana Karanaha Ishvaraha. Dharmaha Dharmadhyakshaha Dharmaphala Dhata Ishvaraha. Vidya Avidya Karta Ishvaraha. Bandhaha Mokshaha Jivaha Ishvaraha. What a revelation. In one mantra it is there. Tata Aksharat Vishwam Iha Sambhavati. Tata Aksharat. Yatha Urnanabihi Srijate Grinnate Cha. Yatha Prithiviyam Oshadayaha Sambhavanti. Yatha Satah Purushat Keshalomani Sambhavati. Tata Idam Vishwam Aksharat Iha Sambhavati. It's a beautiful word, Iha. Here. Here means what? I am talking about the Srishti in which you are living. I am talking about the Srishti in which you are living. If you know the Srishti in which you are living as the manifestation of the Lord, you are free from all problems of the Srishti. All those problems are not problems, but it is understood as problems by your mind. So it is notional. Who will give problem for Ishvara, please sir? Can a dream tiger give problem for dreamer? No. In reality, yes. In appearance. Dream tiger cannot be the threat to the dreamer in reality, but in experience, in appearance, the dream tiger can be a threat to the dreamer for a moment, as long as he don't understand the truth. For a moment is equal to this for this fellow kalpa koti janma, because he considers he is separate from the total. Therefore, having negated all other possibilities, what are all the possibilities? Other possibilities, Ishvara being nimitta karanam only, or Ishvara being upadana karanam only, or Srishti separate from the Srishti Karta. These are all possibilities mentioned by other religious groups. Having negated all other possibilities, Shastram reveals idagam sarvam Ishvaraha. Idam jagat vacharambanam vikaraha. What is Srishti if you analyze? What is Srishti, please sir? From nothing, something cannot come. From something, something need not come. From nothing, jewel cannot come. From gold, jewel need not come. What comes? An addition of name and form. That's all. So what is creation? An addition of name and form for the Ishvara. What is the weight of that addition? Nothing. Whether it is useful, the addition is useful, useful. In what way it is useful? You are asking this question. Ramana Maharshi was asked by a devotee, why this Srishti? Simply he told to ask this question only. அது இருந்தா தானே இப்ப கேள்வி கேட்பேன். When you find that it is there, then only you can ask. Therefore, Bhagavan has given Srishti and knowledge to recognize that something is there to trouble you. Therefore, only Srishti. What a beautiful answer is this. So, addition is useful, but addition is not real. Addition doesn't make any difference with regard to the Aksharam. So, addition is nothing but an appearance. Addition is nothing but an appearance. Addition of part form is appearance or not? Certainly it is an appearance. So, what is Srishti? What is Srishti? Addition of a form and added with name for that form. So, therefore, Shastra says you need not have fear with this addition. There is no weight for this addition. All right. From where the form which is addition to the material cause brought out? Enga irundhuchu in the form. From where it is? Pot form is brought out from where? To be added with clay. Where? Pot form which has to be added with clay, from where it is brought out? Enga irundhuchu? Is it away from the clay? No. So for this form also, who is the source? Clay only. So for form of the Srishti also, what is the source? Aksharam. Then what is Srishti? Please tell. என்ன வந்துச்சு பிரச்சனை? When you probe the Srishti, you will find, Arey, for nothing I am troubled. For nothing I am troubled. Only thing is I have to wake up. In my understanding, I have to wake up. Like a dreamer, once he wakes up, he understands what? Arey, for nothing I am troubled all the while. Sweating, body shaking, all for what? For nothing. I am the source, I am the material, I am the designer, I am the experiencer, I am the threat, I am the threatened one. So, Srishti doesn't exist. It doesn't exist different from the Aksharam. Neither your individuality exists different from Aksharam. What a beautiful revelation. So, there is no Srishti at all, different from Aksharam. There is no Srishti at all. Shunyavadi Buddhism also says there is no Srishti. Shunyavadi Buddhism say there is no Srishti at all. Everything is Shunyam. Then Shankaracharya is there, ask a question, a simple question. With one question he has defeated entire Shunyavadam. He asked a question, do you exist? Are you existing? He cannot say yes. He cannot say no. If he says no, I don't exist, who is there to ask the question? To whom I should answer? Correct? If he says I exist, then you are contradicting your own statement. Sarvam Shunyam. Sarvam Shunyam except me, he says. Are, how it is? Sarvam Shunyam except me, he says. With one question, he finishes up entire Shunyavada Buddhism. Do you exist? He cannot say no, he cannot say yes. Then he asks Shanika Vijnanavad, Sarvam Shanikam. There is no continuous Srishti. Shanikam only. I ask the question, then I get destroyed. Another person comes to receive the answer. So Shankaracharya asked, whom to answer? The questioner is gone already. The questioner is gone. If you answer to someone who has not questioned, he will ask, Arey, what is the question to which you are answering? Like that. So I can never discuss with you. What an intelligence of Bhagavan Shankara, you cannot measure. That's why my Acharya Swami used to say, is the grace of human intelligence. Is the grace of human intelligence. So whom to answer? Because the question is gone. Shanika means one kshanam, one moment. Even while asking the question, if the question is little long, you don't exist. First part of the question is someone, second part of the question is so whom to answer? So both Shanika Vijnanavadam and Shunyavadam denies the presence of the Srishti, but Vedanta never denies the presence of Srishti. Vedanta says Srishti is there as another form of Ishvara. Like Ishvara is Satyam, Srishti also is Satyam from another standpoint. What is the standpoint? Content. What is Satyam? Jagat Satyam. Ishvara Rupena. Jagat Mithya. Nama Rupa Rupena. Nama Rupa Drishtya. Jagat Mithya. Ishvara Drishtya. Brahma Drishtya. Jagat Satyam. This clarity no philosopher has. Either humanity is divided with two. One majority is Jagat Satyam because it gives nice food. How can I live without food? Another group is there, Shushka Tarkavadinaha, Mundinaha, those who have shaven their head, Mundinaha, Shushka Tarkavadinaha, Bauddha Jainikaha. They say no Srishti. So that also wrong, this also wrong. Srishti is there, it is Mithya from one standpoint, Namarupa Drishti, it is Satyam from another standpoint, Satta Drishti, Ishvara Drishti. That is why we worship. We respect everything in this Drishti. See, this idea has given entire culture for this Sanatana Dharma. You cannot falsify this revelation, nor you can bring out some other revelation which is opposing this revelation. Nor you can deny the presence of the Creator, nor you can differentiate the Creator from the creation, nor you can prove that creation is an accidental product. Therefore, for a Sanatana Dharmi, idagam sarvam Ishvaraha. Ahamasmi tad Ishvaraha comes later. Ahamasmi saha Ishvaraha tad Brahma comes later. But first stage is what? Idagam sarvam Ishvaraha. Everything is divine. Some say there is no God. Some say there is many gods. Some say there is one God. Other gods are fake. Vedanta says there is Ishvara only. There is nothing but Ishvara. Whatever aspect of the Srishti you touch, you are touching the Ishvara. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say, you touch any part of the Gangaji, you touch the Gangaji. To touch Gangaji, you need not struggle to touch it for 4,000 kilometers. Beginning from Gomukh, you are touching it by swimming. And will you reach Ganga Sagar? Body only will come. You won't come. So, you touch any part of the Gangaji, you have taken Ganga Snanam. You dip yourself in any part of the ocean, you have taken Samudra Snanam. Samudra Snanam is very auspicious word because all rivers comes to Samudra. So, in order to take Samudra Snanam, you need not touch all parts of the Samudram. Arey, touch any part of the Samudram, you have touched the Samudram. Similarly, don't bother about many things in this Srishti. Take one thing in this Srishti and try to touch the Lord. Which thing, Swamiji? Which thing? Take your own body-mind complex. Take this product called human body-mind complex. Approach a teacher and learn from him what it is. You have learned the world. You learn the microcosm, you have learned the macrocosm. The external scientists who are working with external objects, they are not ending their race at all. Idukapra enna, year after what it is there. The modern scientists themselves say, we have not understood 96%. And they have one classification in that 96% also. 23% can be known in future. Balance percentage can never be known at any time of period. How you know? What a bluff you see. Only 4% we knew. How you know 4%? unless you know what is 100%. You yourself say you don't know 96%. And in that 96 also, they have sub-classification. 23 is knowable in future, balance are all never knowable. Very funny theory. And they say the 100% is expanding also. Srishti is expanding. The moment is there 100%. Srishti has expanded, then it has become 101%. Very funny claims. You will go through scientific theories and books, you find for small things they are given Nobel Prize. But here are our great Mahatmas who never wanted their name to be published because they are happy with being Akhandam. No need for any recognition from this system. Because who is there other than me to recognize me? I only have to recognize me. And I have recognized myself. So no, there is no second one to give me award. So Oshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. See? All desires are fulfilled. By this knowledge only, all desires are quenched. You take any Nobel laureate, Nobel Prize winner in science, will he stop his research? No. But our Dadiwala Swami or Mundiwala Swami will stop all research. Because nothing is to research. I am the researcher, I am the researched, I am the object of the research. So, any part of the Srishti is available for our understanding. The best part is what? Our own body mind comes. No, I am not that much inward looking person. I am extroverted person, if you say. You take any part, you take Panchabhuta, you take Kala Tattvam, you take any part of this, you will find out this is the truth. Because nothing can be away from the Aksharam. Aksharam means what? Nityam, Sarvagatam, Bhutayoni, Apanipadam, Achakshu Shrotram. Who is that? I am. So this is the revelation. This revelation is given stage by stage in the Upanishad itself. Next mantra will explain how the Srishti has evolved, the methodology or stages of evolution of Srishti. What is evolved? Nama Rupam is evolved. Creation is a myth. Nothing is created. Then why you call it creation? Creation is nothing but evolution of name and form which was in avyaktam state to Vyaktam state. What is the creation of pot? Evolution of pot form from avyakta state hidden in the clay to the Vyakta state. That's all. For this people are getting worried. Why you know? As long as you continue to be a bhokta, as long as you consider the Srishti as bhogyam, you have a threat from this. Angada link, that knot of fear is where? In bhokta. You cease to be a bhokta, you refuse to be a bhokta, Srishti is not a threat for you. That is why Yage Naike Amritattvamanushu. Now you understand now. Yage Naike Amritattvamanushu. Yagena Eke Amritattvam. Abhayatvam. Na karmana na prajaya dhanene. By any other means, by any other achievement, you don't have freedom from Mritattvam, Kala Tattvam. So far, the mantra did not reveal the Aksharam as Chetana Vastu. It has told Adreshyam, Agrahyam, Agotram, Avarnam, Achakshushrotram, Tad Apanipadam, Nityam, Vibhum, Sarvagatam, Susukshmam, Bhutayonim. In this, anywhere, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam is there? No. Chetanatvam of the Aksharam is not revealed. So, whether this Aksharam is Chetanam or not, whatever description about the Aksharam is given so far, doesn't have the aspect of Chetanatvam. Adreshyam, Agrahyam, Agotram, Avarnam, Achakshusrotram, all object only, correct? Tad apani padam, Nityam, Vibhum, Sarvagatam, Susukshmam, Dhiraha Paripashyanti. They are also object of your paripashana, object of your understanding. So what it is, whether it is Chetanam or Achetanam. The next mantra also what it says, Yetorna Nabihi, like that it starts and ends Aksharat Sambhavati Iha Vishtam. So there is no description for Aksharam so far as Chetana. Immediately the Sankhya wala comes, the Yoga wala comes, so many walas come and say, therefore only we say Ishvara is not the Jagat Karanam. Aksharam is equal to Prakriti, Jadam. It's a big discussion. I will not trouble you with that big discussion. Okay. Aksharam is equal to Prakriti, Jadam. From Jadam, this Jadam has come. There is no need for Ishvara. Nirishvaravadis they are all. So mantra will reveal afterwards. Idiots, wait and see, wait. Up to the end of the class you should wait. After the class you can ask question if something is contradicted in the class. So in between this Vaisheshika, Nyaya, Sankhya all come inside and bring out Prakriti Tattvam as the cause of Jagat. Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya takes lot of pain in rejecting them and establishes Ishvara must be there as Chetana Vastu, otherwise it is not possible. So in Brahma Sutra Bhashyam, he brings out this idea, Janmadhyasya Yataha Sutra, he tries to prove the existence of Ishvara by describing the Jagat. What is the description of the Jagat? It's a beautiful description. Nama Rupa Pyam Vyakrutasya Aneka Katra Bhoktru Sanyuktasya Prati Niyata Desha Kala Nimitta Kriya Phalasya Manasapi Achintya Rupa Rachana Vaibhavasya. This is the Srishti. It's a beautiful description of the Srishti. We will continue the class tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
Jaya Shankar